Do not go for 3. Just get the 2. Ellis. Hard hit.
Ropes one. Still got a play there. Got it. Wow.
Ellis.
Get up there. Oh!
Oh, wow. What an interception by Razor. Jordan Razor takes it back, Zach. Back to the 48. Biggs is going to check in. Dunlap wide open. He's going to get up there! Dunlap! Exclamation point!
All right, we are live here at Notre Dame Prep High School at Fabry Field, home of the Lancers, as the Notre Dame Lancers at 4-11 take on the Brookfield Bobcats at 15-1, and they're number 3rd ranked in the state of Connecticut for basketball. For baseball. My head's in the wrong spot. But I'm Zachary Gersner. Welcome to Project Purple Sports. I'm joined with
Luke Varelli.
All right, so for those just tuning in, wondering who Project Purple is, Project Purple is a Connecticut-based nonprofit organization that empowers the fight against pancreatic cancer. Our unwavering commitment is fueled by our pursuit of raising awareness, driving crucial research, and providing aid for patients battling this disease. Since our founding in 2010, we've been leading the charge, pioneering advancements, and bringing hope to those affected by pancreatic cancer. We are committed to making a real impact in the fight against pancreatic cancer. Our initiatives include research funding, patient support, and community outreach. Our results speak for themselves. To learn more about Project Purple, visit projectpurple.org and make sure to follow us wherever you are on social media. Together, we can create a world without pancreatic cancer. To get involved with Project Purple Sports, visit projectpurple.org/sports to learn more. And we're probably about 2 minutes from game time here. So I'm hoping our stream is cooperating. For those who are watching at home, we keep getting service in and out here, which is what happens when you're outside. It says excellent, it says good, and then it says poor. But we are here, and Luke has more of a breakdown on the game for you guys.
Yeah, so coming in today, Notre Dame sits at a 4-11 on an injury-riddled team. They have a 1-7 home record and a 3-4 away record, with their biggest win being 21-5 at Bullard Havens Tech, and their biggest loss coming 16-4 at home versus Hall. As for Brookfield, they are on the complete other side of the script, where they are the number 3 ranked team in the state of Connecticut according to Max Preps, with their biggest win coming at 16-0 versus Colby Cathedral, and their biggest loss coming in at 7, and their biggest and only loss coming in at 7-1 at Massac. They have a 7-0 home record and 8-1 away record, posting a nice record of 15-1.
Awesome, awesome. So we are waiting for Notre Dame to take the field. We got both teams pretty much ready to roll here. I mean, as Luke mentioned, we spoke to Notre Dame's coach before the game. He said he's been battling injuries the entire season. He's missing his entire starting rotation except for his number 2 pitcher, his entire relief pitcher, his closer, and a ton of his, I guess, day-to-day actual fielding players. So we'll see how this one goes. I mean, Brookfield is very good this year. They're number 3rd in the state for a reason. They have pretty much beat up on teams besides that one lone loss to Massac. And I know that on the mound they have their Yukon commit pitching today. So it'll be interesting to see if how this game goes and see if Notre Dame can hang in there for a little bit. So I also do apologize for those at home that are trying to tune in. I know that we're coming in and out of service right now. We have good connection, but we are outdoors and That's always the issue with outdoor sports is it depends on the location and what kind of service we can get. So we're waiting the first pitch right now. Cipriano is on the mound, and up to bat is.
Up to bat is Murray. He is number 4, and it's hit towards second.
He's gonna beat it out.
So a leadoff single for Brookfield today. Next up to bat is number 23, Captain Senior Matthew McDowell.
This is a Yukon commit right here. We'd assume they're gonna pitch around him.
He is also supposed to be their starting pitcher today.
So where we are, it's kind of hard to see balls and strikes, and they're obviously not doing that with the scoreboard. So I won't really be able to track those for you. The umpires, they're going to throw back to first to prevent a runaway.
Starting on the mound today for Notre Dame is number 1, freshman Dylan Cipriano. Sorry, number 45.
So it seems like they're pitching around him. It's got to be a 3-0 count, would be my guess. All right, it's 3-1, I would assume. Big cut by McDowell. That should be strike 2. I mean, so it looks like we'll have a full count here to McDowell with a runner on first. I think it's because our connection is so bad. I don't know why it keeps going in and out. All right, now I think it's off.
And it's a grounder to right field. And it'll be a single for McDowell. And Murray will get on third base.
So it was ripped up the middle by McDowell. Now we have runners on the corners with no outs here for Brookfield.
Next up to bat is number 2, Ackerley, Matt Ackerley.
And I think he's going to take ball 1 there. And he's going to unload one way back making the right fielder.
That'll
That's going
hit
to
the
stay
fence.
fair.
Accurately running towards second. He's going to make it there. And Murray will get in for a run to lead off with 1-0 Brookfield. McDowell on third. Matt Ackerley actually does lead the team in OPS with a 232. And next up to bat is number 7, Philip Cola, senior for Brookfield. Ball one there for Notre Dame.
Do you have do you know if Cipriano, if he's a what grade he is?
I believe he's a freshman.
So he is a freshman pitcher. Well, this is not the lineup that you really want to face if you're a freshman pitcher, especially then with Brookfield being the third ranked team in the state of Connecticut.
Yeah, definitely a big test for the young freshman there.
It's going to be in there for a strike. So 2-1 count. Second and third, no outs. Brookfield leads 1-0. Cipriano ready. And that one's going to be thrown in the dirt. So it's hitters count, as I like to say, 3-1 here. He's got 2 ducks on the pond. Brookfield looking to strike and do more damage here early on. It's going to be ripped underneath the glove of
Oh,
the
that's going to
shortstop.
go.
It's going to score 2 there. So
That's,
bases clearing single. Was that Cola?
yeah, that was Philip Cola, number 7.
And so he leads their team in hits and RBIs, and he adds another 2 right there, so he's up to 22 on the season.
Yeah, and he also has the highest batting average on the team with a 431. Next up to bat is number 11, Garrett McGovern.
So he's going to take ball 1 upstairs and outside. So it's been a little bit of a rude awakening here for Cipriano. I don't know how many starts he's had this year. As we mentioned, as that's going to be another ball. He, the entire starting pitching staff for Notre Dame, except for their number 2 guy, is hurt. So I don't know how many starts Cipriano has made this year for them, but it's good experience for him. It's just a tough place to be in.
Yeah, according to Max Prepsack, Cipriano has appeared in 4 games but has not started any games yet. But
So he's
that
been
stat could be wrong.
no, I think that means he's probably coming out of the
It
pen.
is his first start, actually. His
And
first
so,
career start as a
all right.
freshman.
Well, this is a really tough first career start here. It's kind of like getting thrown to the Sharks here with the number 3rd ranked team. And he's going to get another strike, so he works back from a 3-0 count to run the count full. Is a chance to get his first out and his first strikeout of in his first start. Oh, and that's going to be ripped towards our way. That's going to hit a car here. Oh, maybe not. The cross team's over there. Someone trying to make a play. So McGovern's going to foul that off to stay alive here. No outs. 3 runs scored for Brookfield. Cipriano will throw the payoff pitch, and that's going to be
Oh, it's
ripped down
ripped
right
towards
over us. Stay away from my truck. All right. Well, good thing he didn't straighten that one out, because that one had a chance to get out of here in a hurry.
3-2 count here. Cipriano deals a high one, and McGovern will walk to first. Next up to bat for Brookfield is Connor Jordan, another senior, number 5.
It's going to be ripped fair, but right to the first. Oh, they're going to say it went foul. So runners will go back, reset, but Cipriano gets a strike here, and he's ahead in the count.
A notable stat for Jordan, is a team best or team second 19 RBIs on the year. Something to keep in mind with 2 people on bases right now.
So he's going to swing through that pitch from Cipriano, and he now falls behind in the count 0-2. This is the first count Cipriano has got ahead in, so now he can work and hopefully throw some stuff outside of the zone and see if he can get Jordan to chase. He's going to miss inside. You know what? You'd lose the foul balls in the sky because it's so gray out, so they're blending in. But McGovern, or not McGovern, Jordan will foul off another one. Cipriano will set, and we'll do it again.
Two-two count here for Cipriano as he looks to get his first out of the inning.
Oh,
And Cipriano will get strike number 3, sending Connor Jordan back to the dugout.
well, we went outside corner. Jordan didn't swing, got the call, 1 out.
Next up for Brookfield, number 3, senior Jack Ponte.
So we have some Brookfield parents that aren't too happy with some of these calls. You can hear them all the way from the opposite side of the field. And that's going to be laced out to right field and coming on as Notre Dame. They'll catch it, put it away. Brookfield will not tag, so 2 outs. And the catcher is going to go out to Cipriano to speak to him. Don't know if they're talking some strategy here. I mean, he does have an advantage here with the lefty-lefty matchup. So Cipriano, this should be the easiest at bat or batter he's faced all day. Just with hiding the ball longer from the lefty. Uh, maybe here, turn your mic back on.
I'm not sure if I said it before, but up to bat now is number 24. Uh, his name is actually not on the roster. Oh, yes, it is. Andrew Baum, number 24.
It's going to be another ball there. 2-1 count.
Cipriano looking to close off this inning here without allowing any more runs.
3-1 count. I will say Cipriano doesn't have a lot of velocity. I haven't really been able. I mean, we've had a lot of right-handed batters, so it's been hard to see. But he looks like he's more of a off-speed, typical lefty, and he's gonna walk the bases loaded here. So Baum will head to first.
And next up to bat is Lucas Erek. He is a senior.
So apologize. Arek was the one who just walked. Baum is up to bat now. He's gonna get
As
under
he
one.
hits a bomb straight up and back down for a foul ball there. Technical difficulties on our end.
So Baum gets a chance to break this one open a little bit here in the top half of the first inning.
2 outs with a 1-1 count, bases loaded.
Good pitch by Cipriano.
And a chance to kind of escape this inning here for Cipriano with 2 strikes, only 1 ball on the board, 2 outs, bases loaded.
Gonna miss inside.
Three-two is the count here for Cipriano.
Baum will foul one off. So we'll reset and we'll do it again. The merry-go-round will be in motion here with 2 outs. Brookfield looking to add more here. Baum is going to rope one. That's going to get down through the gap, so that should clear the bases here. As
As
Eric's going to come around third, and he's going to score. And Baum has a 2-out bases clearing double, and Brookfield leads 6-0.
wow, what a hit by Andrew Baum, as that completes the cycle there for Brookfield here in the first inning.
And they're coming back up to the top of the order here.
Yeah, as senior Jack Murray, number 4, will come back up to hit this inning. He let off with a single at the start of the inning.
No. It's going to be upstairs and outside. So almost out of the inning there for Cipriano. He had a full count, challenged Baum, and Baum made him pay. It's going to be in there for a strike for Cipriano.
Yeah, this is Baum's only 4th game here, surprisingly, uh, for the sophomore here. He must have been called up to varsity only recently, but making his impact known very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, this is also a game, if you're Brookfield, you may consider resting some guys and seeing what you have with how they've played. I will look into more of the road ahead for both of these teams as they prepare for their tournaments and potentially states. I know Brookfield has clinched a Connecticut state berth as they have 15 wins. The threshold is 8. I don't know how many games are left for Notre Dame and if they have a chance to do the same, but Brookfield may start to be trying to rest some of their guys.
Yeah, Notre Dame, as it's another walk or I'm sorry, an out for Notre Dame, as this inning will finally be over. 6-0, Brookfield with the lead.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Brookfield, you started how you expected. If you're Notre Dame, you didn't. I mean, you gave up 6 runs. I don't really have much to add, but hopefully you guys can get in there and get the bats going and try to score some runs. We do know McDowell is on the mound. He is going to UConn, so probably not the best pitching matchup for you guys, but maybe you can get to him, make him work, and try to get him out of the game and make Brookfield get to the pen.
Yeah, something to take note of. In some of their top pitching stats, Matt McDowell has led them to a 5-0 record, leading with a 1.04 ERA, with also leading the team in strikeouts with 38. By far leading that team in strikeouts. He has been a standout pitcher for them on a stacked team.
No, I'm not sure if he's going to UConn to pitch or if he's going to bat. I don't know. I'm sure that's something we could find, but regardless, it's never fun to face a D1 commit in any level of sports. Looks like he has some pop on his fastball.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see some increase in speed from the senior compared to the freshman, and it's going to be an interesting contrast to see how Notre Dame will deal with the senior pitching from McDowell, who has been, of course, Brookfield's star pitcher this year.
Get some good off-speed stuff. You can see the break from here.
And first up to bat here for the Notre Dame Lancers is Gabby Colon. Fun fact, he leads the team in total runs with 16.
Well, let's see what he can do against McDowell. It's going to be outside for ball one. So 2 straight balls to start off for McDowell. He's falling behind in the count. Oof. So McDowell, 2 straight pitches, 2 straight strikes, counts 2-2. Oh, that's going to
As
be
it's
lifted
popped up.
to right field. That's going to be put away by Brookfield for out number one.
A routine catch there for Brookfield, as Notre Dame next up hitting for them will be number 6, Joey Mangione.
Well, the only thing I will say with McDowell throwing as hard as he can, if you get solid contact, the ball will fly. It's going to be fouled off. Really late on that was Mangione. So McDowell will throw an off-speed pitch. Mangione won't bite, and we'll do it again. Oh,
Oh,
I wonder. I wish we had a radar gun to see how fast McDowell was throwing.
yeah, high flying one there by McDowell came in hot.
Yeah, my guess would probably be low to mid 90s. That's going to be ground to the third baseman. He's going to come on and make a great play there for out number two. So Notre Dame has been putting it in play. They just can't make solid contact yet.
Yeah, next up for Notre Dame is junior number 12, Robbie Vanscoy. Vanscoy leads the team in RBIs with 15.
It's going to be in there for a strike.
He also is one of the top hitters on the team with 16 hits on the season and posting a 372 average.
Oh, yeah, he's got to be throwing 90s for sure.
Straight gas.
So 2-2 count. McDowell's still searching for his first strikeout.
Fouled out. Yeah, McDowell, the first out came by a pop fly to right field, and the second was a ground out, looking to get a strikeout here. Like I said, he leads the team with 38 strikeouts on the season, and I'm sure he'll find a lot more today.
So
Another
another,
foul ball.
yeah.
Vanscoy looking for contact here, trying to get this team back in this game here in the bottom of the first.
Well, they got a little bit of ways to go there, down 6. But they got to get it started somewhere, and that's going to be ripped out to the center fielder who'll put it away. So that'll be the end of the first inning. We're going to head to the second with Brookfield 6, Notre Dame Prep 0. And Notre Dame has number 2 batter coming up. Not Notre Dame, Brookfield has their number 2 batter coming up. So coming into pitch for Notre Dame will be Elijah Teixeira, Jr. What do we have on him?
Well, he posts a 6.46 ERA in 7 appearances. Not much else known by him as a pitcher we've been provided with, but as a hitter in the 17 games he's appeared and he's posted a 225 average and is a consistent hitter for them with 9 hits and 4 RBIs.
Well, we'll see how he goes as he's going to be facing McDowell here as his first batter. Not a fun matchup for any pitcher.
And
He's
McDowell
going
swinging the
to
first one
rope
as it's
one. It's going to get
yep,
down fair. So he's
down
gonna
here in left field.
come into second base with a stand-up double to start off.
Great contact there for McDowell with a very calm celebration there with the double. Good spot there in just that top corner here in left field, just by our booth here.
Yeah, so Teixeira, one pitch, one double.
And next up, Ackerley will come up to bat.
So we'll see if hopefully Teixeira can start to get a little bit settled here.
Ackerley tied for second on hits on the team.
So he's gonna miss low. So Ackerley's gonna foul off that fastball. 1-1 count. It's gonna be away outside. Oh, Ackerley's gonna get that lodged in the backstop for strike two.
Yeah, that is a first for me. I have not seen that one before in any streams. This is my first stream, so.
So Teixeira with a chance to get in early. Yeah, he's gonna step off the mound and call time. So count runs full to Ackerley.
And to share here with the full count here with the chance to put a chink in the Brookfield armor right now and keep Notre Dame in this game.
Good cut by Ackerley. Fouls that one off. It's going to be a walk there by Teixeira. So Ackerley and McDowell are on base.
And Cola will come up to hit again, number 7 here. And just a reminder, Cola is their top hitter with 22 hits and 20 RBIs on the year.
He's going to ground one foul though. So he was right in the middle of that 6-run first inning for Brookfield.
Yeah, he had a big base clearing hit, I believe. Or I'm sorry, no, that was not PJ Cola.
He was, I think he walked last inning. Baum was the one. Bohm or Baum, however you say his name.
Baum.
He was the one who had that bases clearing double with 2 outs, and
As
they're gonna get him.
both base runners steal, but McDowell is caught and
I
gets
don't
back to the dugout there.
I don't know what they were thinking. I don't agree with that there. That was just not it right now. And especially with no outs, you have your best hitter up to bat, first and second. Just not good execution there by Brookfield.
Another low pitch here from Notre Dame.
And you wouldn't expect that from a team that's number third in the state this late in the season, but it was just poor execution. Late jump by McDowell. I don't even like the call for a steal, and they're almost going to pick him off at second. So Brookfield's taking some risks here. I mean, I don't mind taking risks, but you just got to make sure they're well thought out. You have a guy who leads your team in hits and RBIs up. You would have had two on, no outs. So 3-1 count now. Teixeira is struggling with his command a bit here. And that's going to be fouled off by Ackerley. So full count again. Oh boy. All right. Good idea by Teixeira. I don't think Brookfield will try to steal third again after they just got thrown out, though. So I would focus on your location here and getting the batter instead of walking him in 4 pitches. So at least they picked off McDowell trying to steal third. Otherwise, there would have been bases loaded with no outs. Instead, first and second with one out.
As number 11, McGovern, up the hit again.
So besides that one foul ball by Ackerley, that's 5 straight balls from Teixeira. Make that 6.
As both base runners will look to steal, and they will walk into second and third here.
Yeah, they're going to advance on the pass ball. Teixeira has had trouble with his command of his pitches here. He's been getting back into counts, at least bringing him to 3-2, but he hasn't been able to find the closing pitch, and he's been walking them, and it's going to be outside again. So 3-0 count.
And now a great position here for McGovern with Ackerley and Cola on second and third here, both in scoring positions, one out.
And it looks like Notre Dame may have someone else get loose here. And finally, Teixeira will get a strike. I mean, if I'm Cola, I'm taking a big lead here. I'm going to be right behind the shortstop. Yeah, smart by him.
As it's
Ackerley's going to
foul,
pop one up to the infield, right to Teixeira. He's going to retire it. So 2 away.
as Jordan will now come up to hit again. A better position now looking for Notre Dame, who has not allowed a run this inning, but 2 outs for them, a lot of balls, still a chance to close out this inning here.
He's going to get that in for a strike. I mean, he's done a good job at least working around some trouble so far. They do have second and third, but he hasn't allowed any runs yet. And as I say that, Jordan's going to just fly one out to right field. And it's going to be put away by Notre Dame. No trouble. So that's going to be,
A scoreless inning for Brookfield as Notre Dame kind of saved themselves there with what started off as get a couple guys on bases and good save there from Cipriano to pitch that inning out. And great fielding from the team to get that ball in right field.
yeah, so I mean, they just got to get the bats going against McDowell. They've had some hard hit balls. As I said, if the faster you throw, if you make solid contact with it, the faster it will go out. They've just hit them right to the outfielders and then the third baseman. So we'll see what Notre Dame can do here in this bottom half of the second inning when they come up to bat.
And first up to bat here for the Lancers is Justin Ramos, their designated hitter, number 23. Ramos has 14 hits on the year, batting a 341 average, hoping to help get this team back in this game here. Down 6-0, only in the bottom of the second. Still time to rack up some runs for Notre Dame.
So just like the first inning, McDowell will start off with 2 straight balls and make that 3 straight balls.
So a chance here to get a runner on the bases now for Notre Dame. The 3-0 count. And strike one for McDowell here. Another strike for McDowell, sending Keat down that strike zone at Ramos here.
So Ramos was very late to that one, but was able to foul it off and stay alive.
And a strikeout here for McDowell, his first of the game. Next up to bat here for the Lancers, number 3, David Parnowski.
So he's going to take strike one. And it's going to be strike two on the foul ball.
McDowell looking for that second strikeout in a row now.
Ooh. Up and in with a high heater.
And a
Almost.
low dirt ball here
Yeah, he
for
almost got
McDowell.
in the chase, though.
2-2 is the count, one out here for McDowell.
You gotta strike him out with the off speed. And so 2 Ks in this inning for McDowell. As he looks to strike out the side here.
Yeah, now it'll be number 95, freshman Max Yeater.
So McDowell has found all sorts of success right now this inning. He's just been peppering the zone with strikes, whether that's fastballs off speed. As soon as I say that, he throws one upstairs out of the strike zone. But
Yeah, McDowell seems to have found his niche this inning, and it's really been, like you said, Zach, just finding that strike zone and pinning these guys out. As is another one there for McDowell.
that's strike two here. Looking for the chance to strike out the inning. And he will. So McDowell strikes out the side. 3 Ks, 3 batters faced. And as we head to the top of the third, Brookfield 6, Notre Dame Prep 0.
And as we come back to action here, Ponte, number 3, is up to hit for Brookfield, looking to extend the 6-0 lead here.
He took a big cut there.
Yeah, Teixeira will get him to swing here to start off this inning.
Ponte is going to drive one out deep, and that's
And
going to
that's
be
caught.
caught by the center fielder. So one away here for Notre Dame.
Great catch there by David Parnowski, uh, running to catch that one and, continuing to try to keep this game as close as possible for this Notre Dame team. As next up is Eric, number 13 here.
He's going to take strike one. So Brookfield, two lefties in their lineup, Eric and McDowell. Going to be fouled off for
Teixeira
strike two.
seems to be coming in a little bit more hot this inning, going more towards the strike zone. He had a lot of balls to start last inning, and they ended up getting the 3 outs. But now coming in, a little more heat seeking here.
Yeah, they got he's at the bottom part of the order, so he's got to attack, and that's going to be strike three.
As
Good
Eric
pitch.
will get sent back, and here is the man who had the big hit, Bomb, as his name incites. He hits bombs.
So to share with his first strikeout, command looks good, and then he bounces one in front of the plate for ball one.
Yeah, Bomb here in his 4th appearance of the season, looking to continue to make a difference in this game with an empty bases here.
It's going to be low and away for ball two. And be low again for ball three. It's a 3-0 count here.
And first strike here coming for Teixeira.
It's the outside corner there with strike two.
Now a chance here to close off this inning with another strikeout for Teixeira.
It's going to be ball four. So he's going to walk one, and that's going to bring up the top of the order here for Brookfield.
Yeah, that'll be number 4, senior Jack Murray, back up to hit here. He led off the last 2 innings and is now hitting again.
Yeah, this is second time through the order for Brookfield, which is really it's not usual if you watch baseball to have your third at bat come in the third inning. So
Some great rotations here from Brookfield to get their batters going through.
yeah, they've I mean they just took it to Cipriano early, and then they made him switch into Teixeira. Teixeira's done a better job at minimizing that damage, but he still has had to work a little bit. He had bases loaded there in that top half of the second inning, and now I mean he just gives up a 2-out walk, but that's about it. I mean he keeps he's really trying to hold Bomb on first base here, two throwbacks. So we'll see if he even attempts to steal. He's going to take a little bit more of a lead. It's going to be
As
ripped,
it's
popped up, and that should be very easy
and
for
a
the second
routine
baseman.
catch there for Notre Dame as they will retire Brookfield this inning and head to the bottom and continue to look for that hit today.
Yeah, any sort of offense for Notre Dame prep will be needed after they gave up 6 in that first. So in the meantime, why don't we thank one of our sponsors here? So we want to thank Hartford Healthcare. Last November, we launched a high-risk pancreatic cancer screening here in the state of Connecticut, which is the first of its kind in Connecticut. We granted Hartford $750,000 grant, which is the largest philanthropic donation to the pancreatic cancer space in Connecticut. So we'd like to thank Hartford Healthcare for working with us. And as we found out with pancreatic cancer, the earlier it is detected, the better the survival rate is. So that's what we're looking to do with this high risk screening um, facility with Hartford, is get people into screening and find cancer earlier, or monitor people that are at risk for cancer and make sure that we can catch it and increase their risk, well, increase their survival rates. So thank you to Hartford Healthcare. And now we'll turn to the bottom half of the third inning here. Notre Dame will get ready to bat. McDowell struck out 3 in that bottom half of the second inning. So he's up to he's over 40 strikeouts on the season now, and we'll see if he can add some more and see if Notre Dame can break through and score some runs.
Yeah, it'll be number 34, Ray DeHostos, up here to bat for them. Another freshman here in the starting lineup for Notre Dame.
Well, I mean, if you are Notre Dame, it is good to get some of these freshmen some experience. This is a tough team, so at least they'll be able to get used to what it's like to play varsity baseball. And I know it's hasn't been as McDowell pepper the zone with a fastball there. It hasn't been the season they've hoped for, as they've had to battle a ton of injuries. They were 14-6 last year, and McDowell's going to go right after him again with another fastball. But you at least get some of your younger, inexperienced guys some varsity playing time this year.
Yeah, definitely an opportunity these freshmen will remember, and that they will not take lightly come around next year and the years in the future when they are more experienced on this field. As a third strike there for McDowell will retire the Hostos back to the dugout. As it's number 24, Colton Perry, up to hit.
And it's his fourth straight strikeout dating back to the last inning. And is this the did we got back to the top of the order for Notre Dame yet?
We have not yet.
Oof, off speed stuff there from McDowell. So McDowell's just going to work here. I mean, it's kind of unfair right now. Perry got fooled with the off speed, and then he gets pumped inside with some gas.
I can see where that 5-0 record for McDowell comes from. It has not been earned lightly for him.
No, and he's as he
Oof.
fools Perry there with the off speed for strikeout, his fifth straight strikeout, 5 on the game. I mean, this has got to be the 9 hitter, correct?
Yeah, this is the 9 hitter, Eli Teixeira, who is on the mound today.
So a pitcher versus pitcher duel between Teixeira and McDowell. And McDowell's going to get ahead on the count with another fastball. I mean, I haven't seen anyone, well, besides the top half of the order, the rest of the lineup hasn't really uh, been able to connect. And there's going to be the off speed breaking pitch to go up 0-2.
Yeah, McDowell just setting the tone of the game here in this inning. Oh, as 3 straight strikes here will retire Notre Dame's heading back to the dugout, and Brookfield will come back out.
That's 6 straight Ks for McDowell and 9 straight batters retired to start the game. as we head into the top of the fourth. And actually, I think McDowell's going to be leading off the inning coming up. So Brookfield has a chance here to continue to build on their 6-run lead and look to really break this one open. However you want to. I also want to do So
And
McDowell, oh, you got it.
McDowell will lead off here, number 23. He has gotten on base every time.
Sheriff's actually going to get ahead with a strike here. Oh, it's coming right at us. Oh, maybe not. It's going to hit the roof. A little short.
Oh, and it skipped off the roof and hit the fence right next to that car.
So McDowell has 2 strikes on him. Teixeira can get this out here. It'd be a big out here with 2, 3, 4 coming up to bat this inning. Well, Teixeira went off speed. McDowell didn't bite. And that's
McDowell
coming right
rifles one
at it.
right at Zach.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez. All right. Well, that'll drill our camera. Shout out to McDowell. Yeah, it's going right at it. Oh, man. It did hit the tripod.
as McDowell rifles one into right field, and we'll get a single there.
Woo!
Well, he
Sorry about that, guys. We're going to watch that back. You get that? Oh, man, that was.
and next up to bat here is Ackerley, number 2.
He's going to hit a double play ball. They're not going to even try, and it's going to be an error, and they're going to drop it. McDowell's going to turn and head to
McDowell, he's
third.
going, and he'll end up on third base now.
All right, so we're watching it in the booth right now. Shout out to McDowell for absolutely drilling our camera. I should have tried to catch that, but I didn't expect. I thought it was going over us.
I thought it was gonna stay inside the fence there, and I was like, oh, it's coming towards Zach, and then boom.
It was,
And Ackerley will steal second there. Very similar situation here with McDowell on third, Ackerley on second.
well, all right. Oh, and that's going to be roped way out back, sending the right fielder back. He's going to make the catch. McDowell will
And
tag. So
Ackerley will slide easily into third, and McDowell will walk into home to extend the lead to 7-0 with their first run since the first inning for Brookfield.
that was a productive at bat there for Cola.
And next up to hit here for Brookfield, that'll be number 11, McGovern, and another one
Ah, okay, that's gonna go
rifled
right
straight
up
towards
though.
third,
McGovern is upset.
as that'll be caught by the third baseman, and another out here for Brookfield.
Well, I'll tell you what. McDowell woke us up here in the booth a little bit with that shot right at us on that foul ball.
I think he broke through the clouds there. The sun's coming out now. And now up to hit number 5, Jordan.
And it's gonna be a walk there. So runners on the corners, 2 outs.
Yeah, and Ponte will come back up to bat here, number 3. Looking to make something happen here.
Yeah, I will say Brookfield, they're a team that for them, they can't be stranding runners. I know they had bases loaded in that second inning, third inning. They had some runners on us. They almost picked them off there at first. But this is where you got to be able to score when you have runners in scoring position, especially as you start to move the season along and you're going to head into your tournaments and then states. You're not going to be able to afford stranding runners once you start to step up. As that's going to be 3 straight throws back by Teixeira. So he's really, really making sure they don't steal another base here.
And Jordan really testing him here.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go. Yeah,
And he goes.
I'm gonna throw back
And
to
they'll throw
third.
to third. And safe at second and third here. Very similar scoring position as we have seen the last couple of batters.
Yeah, it was smart. If they threw it down to second, Ackerley was gonna go home. That's where you normally see the shortstop come in and they'll throw it to the shortstop, but they decided to go the other route and go to the third baseman. So there's a strike. I don't know if that was it was a ball the first pitch on the stolen base.
Ponte gets caught looking there.
Well, he has 2 on. A single will score 2 here for Brookfield.
Got a low
Almost.
one there.
He almost got Ponte to chase.
2-2 count for Ponte.
Gonna be outside. Count runs full. So everyone will be going on this pitch. So a single will 100% score 2 runs here. It's gonna be ball 4. Load him up.
As number 13, Irek comes up to pitch here.
I think he is. Well, I think he was on base with a walk last inning, but I think he is one of the few lone Brookfield batters to not have a hit this game.
That would be correct, Zach. I believe he has not had a hit, but he has gotten on base. So hopefully now, with bases loaded here, he can make something happen for Brookfield.
Yeah, otherwise that would be 2 innings so far through 4 that they will strand runners with the bases loaded. They'll be in there for a strike, but you got to be able to. I mean, if you're Brookfield, the number third ranked team in the Connecticut, and I know I'm saying it a lot, but at this point in the season at 15-1, you got to be able to get runners in with the bases loaded and with 2 outs. As Eric will fall behind 0-2 in the count.
As
That's not
popped up
gonna do
there.
it. Teixeira's gonna retire, so he's working around. Bases loaded twice in this game, and if you're Brookfield, you're not doing too hot with runners in scoring position. besides Bohm's double, I mean, they've struggled to get runners in. I know they have seven, but they've had at least two runners on base every inning.
Yeah, and outside of that first inning, where they shelled Cipriano early on, they really haven't been able to produce much after getting runners on the bases.
Now, the only good thing for Brookfield is you have a guy that's retired nine straight, six straight strikeouts, so he's been unhittable.
Yeah, and I feel like that, outside of just the pure score, has really kept them in this game because they haven't given Notre Dame the opportunity to be in the game offensively. And McDowell has just shut down, like Zach just said, nine straight with six straight strikeouts. This this game is under McDowell's control completely until Notre Dame can rack up some hits here, which they will look to start as they go back to the top of the order here at the
These,
seventh.
yeah, the top three batters were the only ones to put anything in play against McDowell.
So leading off to bat here is Gabby Cologne here, number 22. He has not been up here since the first inning, looking to change things up here for Notre Dame down 7-0 here.
He did make some solid contact. He flied out to the right fielder his first at bat, which it was him, and then I don't remember if it was, I think it was a three batter who had a nice line drive out to center field, though, unfortunately, for Notre Dame. So they had some
Yeah, I
solid
believe it was
contact.
Robbie Vanscoy.
So if you're Notre Dame, this is where you're going to have to start to get to McDowell with the top of the lineup here. Oof, he's just going to miss upstairs. So McDowell looking to strike out his seventh straight. And count runs full. So Cologne will stay alive here. Count stays full. McDowell looking to strike out seven straight, retire his 10th straight batter. And it's going to be ripped
Contact,
fair.
and it's fair here, coming right by us. As
They're going to
Cologne
make a good throw to. Oh, they're going to cut it off.
is just safe there, sliding in a second. The first hit here for Notre Dame as their dugout is very excited as some sense of being alive here for Notre Dame.
So there goes the no hitter for McDowell and the perfect game for McDowell. All in one at bat from Cologne.
Great hit there from Cologne just to hit that perfect spot here uh, in the stay fair and get it right down the field for left field to come and run it and have to save that one. As Joey Mangione looks to follow Cologne's signs of life here for Notre Dame.
So right back to fastball inside from McDowell. Actually, Brookfield's going to start to get the pen working a little bit. They're gonna say a balk on McDowell, so Cologne will head to third.
Cologne now in scoring position here. Mangione want to get him into a great spot here with a nice hit here.
And no out, so they'll have at least 2 tries to sacrifice fly Cologne in, 3 tries to get Cologne to score.
As it's fouled off, and it'll hit the snack shack.
Good thing they're closed in there today. So Mangione down 0-2 in the count. McDowell looking to get another strikeout and add to his. Oh
Oh, and a
boy.
high one as Cologne takes off towards home, and he's gonna score here for Notre Dame. And Notre Dame very excited as Gabby Cologne there gets in with a high
Yeah.
errant pitch.
I mean, McDowell, he did everything wrong there on that one. He threw it to the backstop and then he forgot to cover home, allowing Cologne to.
And when he got to home, it slipped out of his glove there.
Yeah. He wouldn't have had the chance either. He would have needed to get there as soon as he threw the ball to the backstop. But
As fouled off just to the right there.
so McDowell's losing his command a bit here. Mangione will work to count back to 3-2, be full. So McDowell gives up a hit, gives up a walk, gives up a hit, gives up a balk, pass ball, and gives up a walk.
And that'll be his first
So,
walk of the game, correct, Zach?
yeah, that will be, and I think they're gonna come out and talk to him here. I don't know if, well, I think they're gonna let him go at least this finish out this inning. They do have 2 pitchers warming up. Oh, actually, maybe one. I think someone else is just supervising. But I mean, if you're Brookfield, until this inning, everything's went well. They've had some trouble capitalizing on scoring chances, which, if somehow Notre Dame does come back in this game, that may be the biggest piece from this game. But I mean, we'll see what happens here. I mean, Notre Dame's showing some signs of life here. Although, if they score 1 run every 4 innings, they'll only score one. So they're gonna need to ramp up their production a bit. But yeah,
Yeah, as Robbie Vanskoy comes back up to hit. He had a pop fly earlier that was caught by the center fielder, if I'm correct. Looking to capitalize with a runner on first.
some good mound visits so far from Brookfield. They've gotten McDowell, gotten him calmed down a little bit. I mean, and that's another strikeout, so that's his 7th of the game. It's only the first out from this inning, though. So I will say, no one's going to hit his fastball like Cologne did, but Cologne was very late on it. That's why it just got down up past the third baseline. So McDowell checked the runner. Going to be a double play ball if Brookfield moves quick enough, and they will, so they'll turn two to end the inning.
Yeah, good play from Brookfield there. Kind of clean up on their sloppiest inning, if you could call it that, with a first, excuse me, first run allowed of the game for them and a walk. But good cleanup there from McDowell to get the strike and double play from this team.
Yeah, so Notre Dame did break through there and scored a run. So they now trail by 6 to Brookfield as we played 4 full and head to the top of the fifth here.
And leading off here at the top of the now fifth inning, leading 7-0 for Brookfield, is Baum, who earlier, if you remember, had that big 3-run double. Brookfield has been fairly quiet since.
Yeah, Teixeira has done a good job of keeping them in check, only allowing 1 run. He did load the
As
bases.
Baum drill one. Oh, and it's couldn't catch it there for center field. Baum's gonna hit second there as a big hit there from the rising sophomore. Yeah, absolutely drilled one into center left there,
I
or
mean,
left
good.
center.
Yeah, I was gonna say the good effort from Parniowski to try to track that one down. Just didn't have enough speed. But that's if you're Brookfield, that's what you're talking about to start off the inning with a double, and now you got the top of the order coming up.
Yeah, as Murray, seen his name a lot. He's come up again here, looking for another hit today.
Oh, we were just giving our props to Teixeira, and then Baum said no. And miss low again. So he'll finally find the strike zone. 2-1 count. Baum on second. No outs. Good eye by Murray. The breaking pitch almost fooled him. So hitters count here, 3-1. And Teixeira's going to look back Baum. Murray's going to fly
Drill
one
one.
deep and into the corner. It's going back. It's
It's
going to be
fair
short of the ball, but fair. So
as
Baum's going to.
Baum. Baum.
It's one of the two.
Well, he just ran into home very calmly as Murray will end up on base again with a nice double there into deep left, just outside of the foul pole.
So back to back doubles Gives Brookfield its eighth run of the game, and here comes McDowell, so we're gonna have to protect our camera.
Yeah, now we have our cameraman on attendance here. Looks like he's got a riot shield.
Nice,
As they will
great jump
steal
there.
third here. Looking will not go for home. Murray now sets up McDowell in a very good position here. But keep in mind they have struggled outside of bomb to really get runners in here.
Yeah, that was his. Well, actually, no, he has three RBIs. That was Murray's first of the day. Um, but McDowell has had good at bats every time he's been up.
I believe it's been walk, hit, and hit, I believe.
Yeah.
So he has been consistently on base for them, and an opportunity here to bring another run in with Murray. Up
Oh,
8-1 now, 3 balls.
yeah. I'm wondering if Teixeira is starting to get fatigued here, but he's done a lot of pitches. Oh, McDowell just chases on the 3-0. That would have been ball four. And
And
that's gonna be ball four.
yeah, Teixeira here, he's been pitching since the second inning now.
Yeah, and he looks like he's one of their relief guys. So it looks like, I mean, I don't know how many pitches he's thrown in his longest outings, but I'm assuming if he is their long relief guy, he's pretty much tapped into long relief. So I don't know how many more innings he'll have, but I feel like Notre Dame also doesn't want to go through their entire pen.
Which we already know is a pen that is riddled with injuries throughout this whole season. And up to hit here, who has yet to receive a pitch, is Ackerley.
Yeah, Teixeira likes to throw runners back. I mean, I don't know if McDowell's going to steal here. He may, but he got caught stealing in that second inning, which kind of killed the momentum. He's going to go get a good jump. They're going to half throw it down, almost get Murray there, so they'll have second and third. That'll be the first pitch actually thrown of this at bat, though.
Ackerley with a great opportunity to extend this lead to 10 runs here.
Well, if I'm Brookfield right now, I'm just gonna make Teixeira work and make him throw strikes. Ackerley's gonna get a good pitch, but he's gonna foul it off. Um, I mean, he's had some trouble with his command this inning, and he's already given up two doubles, so he's gonna be having that in the back of his mind as well. So 2-2 count here. Brookfield threatening once again, hopefully looking to bring some more runs in. So they've had trouble scoring runs, even though they have eight with the amount of runners they have on. And Ackerley's going to send one down just out of the reach of the right fielder and foul.
A good
So,
a good chance here too, Zach, with 2-2 count, 0 outs for Ackerley to even send a potential sac fly out here and potentially bring in 2 runners right now for Brookfield.
yeah, or even just walk and keep the inning going. I mean, this is if you're Brookfield, and I'm saying this again, but we know Notre Dame hasn't had the season they thought they were going to have, but you have to be able to score runs against competition that you know you should beat. As Ackerley's going to go down on strikes for the first out of the inning, but that's been the theme of the game. I mean, they've had runners, they've scored 8 runs, but if you look at the full stat breakdown, they have at least 12 runners stranded that they didn't bring in. So if you're playing in the state tournament and you're playing a team and you're stranding 12 runners, you're not going to win games.
Yeah, Zach. Very true. As PJ Cola takes his first ball of the inning there, number 7 there up to bat.
He's had a good game behind the at the with the bat today.
Yeah, just consistently through the season, he's been their top hitter. So looking to really change that narrative today as he drills one in the
And
center,
you will. That'll get
and
down.
that'll bring two guys in here, two runners in, and he will secure a double. And
So he's
Brookfield
hitting the Karate Kid on a
with the crane
second base
kick.
there.
10-1
So
lead now with one out here for Brookfield.
and it looks like that might be all for Teixeira. And that will be. So why we have the time, why don't we thank another one of our sponsors, New Balance? So New Balance has been very instrumental with our Project Purple sports program. They've been supplying us with merch and singlets for way before we started Project Purple Sports with our endurance program, as well as just Team Store and everything. But they've come on as a big sponsor for us with our Project Purple Sports program in allowing us to outfit teams for Project Purple awareness nights to help fight for a world without pancreatic cancer. So we'd like to thank New Balance for all the work they've done with us, and we have some things in the work with them to hopefully continue to grow the program next year, which we're excited about. It does look like we will have another freshman come into the game to pitch. That will be a sophomore. That'll be Caleb Otero. So he's coming into a spot where, I mean, I guess the only real threat here is if this run from second comes around. If you're Notre Dame and you don't score a run in the bottom half of the fifth, you will get mercied. So So we will see about that. I mean, if you're Brookfield, you would you would like to get this run in here, and then hopefully be able to get one more inning out of McDowell, not have to use another arm, and go home without playing two more innings of baseball.
Yeah, and something to keep in mind here. Otero, he started one game, appeared in four, 12 ERA. It's been a growing season for the upcoming sophomore, and coming in here with a big deficit to try to hold out here on a hot hitting team. It's gonna be tough for him, but he's gonna make the best of what he can do and look to keep his team in this game. As I don't think Notre Dame wants to go home early by any means, and they're gonna give their all right now.
I don't think you ever want to go home early. I mean, props to them though. This is a really tough Brookfield team. They're 15-1 on the season, and they've done. I mean, Teixeira especially, he did a good job at getting runners stranded. I mean, he had three straight innings with runners at least on second and third. Two of them were bases loaded, and up until this inning, he'd only allowed one, and then he let off the double, gave up another double, and that's where we are now.
Yeah, as McGovern will be up to hit here, looking to continue to stack up some runs here for Brookfield. They've had a solid inning, one of their best inning, I should say, uh, getting runners in here since the first, and just looking to hit that 10-run mark before this inning closes.
Yeah, I think if you're Brookfield, it just helps you preserve arms as well as some of the guys you got, as that'll be ball one inside. But it's like especially because you can maybe trot McDowell out there one more time, just to prevent having anyone else pitch and get caught in that weird rest rule for high school sports.
Yeah, and especially with SWC and state playoffs coming within the next couple of weeks, you really want to keep your guys in best shape here, and that's what they're going to look to do today.
Gonna be ball outside and high. It'll be low again. 3-1 count here to McGovern.
So, Zach, as I am not very familiar with the playing of baseball, what does it mean when the shortstop and the second baseman pat their gloves when there's someone on second?
They're just trying to let the pitcher know, like, hey, I'm here if you want to throw back. Check the runner. They're also trying to keep the runner from really getting a good lead there, as it's going to be fouled down the line towards us for strike two. So I mean, it's like all mental, right? You're trying to show the runner that you're there, so he can't get a big enough jump to potentially steal third base, as well as hey, like pitcher, if you turn, step, and throw it back towards second, someone's here to catch the ball. McGovern's gonna line one through, and that's gonna
And
get
it's going to hit
down.
the gap, and two more runners will come in as McGovern will walk into a single there. I'm sorry, one more runner will go in as it is now 11-1 with their fourth run of the inning, top of the fifth here. And only one out, I'll take in mind here. Poor Brookfield.
Yeah, Brookfield's starting to pour it on this inning now. Four runs in this inning. They had six in that first, and one in that third.
Yeah, as Jordan comes up here to hit Zach, I think they heard you saying that they weren't getting enough runners in, and they really took that personally this inning, getting four of them in so far.
Yeah, well, there's and still their percentage is not great for the day, but at least they're starting to capitalize here now. I mean, it's just to me, if you're a 15-1 team, is that's going to get away, and McGovern's going to go into second easily. He's going to make the turn, look towards third. He won't go down. But I mean, if you're a 15-1 team, and you know, I'm saying this in a respectful way here. Notre Dame, they're 4-11. They haven't had the season they wanted, but you need to beat up on the teams you're supposed to beat up on,
Yeah.
especially this late in the season. And if you're stranding 10 runners in a 3 inning stretch, if you play a good team, you're going to lose the game. I think Brookfield knows that too, which is why we saw some of the players upset with some of their at bats in that 3 inning stretch. But they just need to always keep their foot on the gas.
Yeah, and like Brookfield, they know the level that they're on, skill wise, and how their team's been performing. And you could tell like they know when they're not performing up to their level. And like I said, they've turned up this inning. But as you said, for the three ranked team in the state, like it just has to be better, going into playoffs for them, especially playing teams that they record wise and statistically should be beating up on.
Well, especially a team with as many injuries as Notre Dame has had.
And the inexperience, respectfully, of course, with Notre Dame playing I believe four freshmen in their starting lineup now compared to Brookfield, who is mostly seniors and juniors outside of one or two sophomores that they called up for today's game.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, they've probably been playing a lot of baseball recently as the weather in Connecticut hasn't been great, so they've had a lot of rainouts, but well, it'll be a walk there. So, first and second for Brookfield, but you gotta finish the season strong and roll with some momentum into your tournament and then the states. It looks like we're actually gonna get a pinch hitter here for Brookfield. It'll
That'll
be
be number 21, Colin Nichols. Nichols is another sophomore in this lineup. He was listed as a sub today.
so Otero has had some trouble locating his fastball. It's going to be ripped to the third baseman. He's going to step on third and he's going to fire to first and he's going to get a double play. So that's going to end the inning there.
Yeah, the first base coach did not look happy there, staring at Nichols there. I think sharing some words, but great play from Notre Dame to really close out an inning that has not gone well for them and look to keep this game alive here as we enter the bottom of the fifth, potentially the last inning with a 10-run deficit for Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure. I'm not going to speculate, but I'm assuming he either gave him a different sign, either maybe not to swing or maybe to take a pitch or maybe to bunt or something, and he didn't end up doing that. So, assuming that's why the first base, or maybe he just wasn't hustling the first. It could be something as simple as that. But we'll see, and we will get a new pitcher here. McDowell's done.
Yeah, I will say great play from the third baseman just to catch that grounder, tag third, and get the man out on first there and just stop this game from getting any worse than it is.
Yeah, and we'll get Brian Barry into the game. He is a sophomore, so he'll be getting the ball here with a chance to close this one out for Brookfield here in the bottom of the fifth. And I can't tell if it looks like McDowell is done for the game. We're gonna have a guy in right field that's not even listed in our lineup, number 12.
Yeah, number 12. We only have a last name here, Froelich.
So he's in. Let me see that. I think that's Freeland. No, it's Froelich.
That's
All
Froelich.
right. So he's into the game and left. Looks like they've made some defensive changes here.
Looks like they're getting maybe some of the young guys in here in the field.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Barry, I'm gonna treat this like a save opportunity, right? If you it's at least mentally because if you don't give up a run, you get the win, you go home. You give up a run, you keep playing ball. So we'll see how this goes here. I mean, he is a sophomore. They've made some substitutions here. I think they have a new first baseman. Sean Ellis is now at first base. They will keep Murray at second, and they will actually put sub Jack Mead into shortstop. The third baseman will stay as Ackerley. We mentioned Froelich is in left. I can't see who's in center or right, but bit of rest here for some of these Brookfield guys that play every day.
Yeah, just to note, Barry has had 5 appearances, 2 starts with a two, or I'm sorry, 2-0 record with a 2.8 ERA
He's got
and
some gas.
6 Ks on the season. So coming in with a little bit of experience here, and allowing for some more playtime before playoffs, and really just seeing how your relievers will work out. Great opportunity for Barry here as
Yeah,
they will be going up against number 3, Max Yeater.
yeah. To your point, I mean, this is a good chance for you to kind of, especially for the tournament and states run, kind of solidify yourself as a good bullpen arm out of the well, option for your coach here, someone you can trust.
As that'll be strike 2 there for Yeater. And yeah, Zach, it's a really good opportunity going to the playoffs, especially with you have your star pitcher McDowell coming in, and you don't want to burn him out as it's fouled off there behind the plate, and you don't want your star pitcher, of course, playing every game, pitching every game, I should say, and solidifying yourself, especially younger like Barry is. Barry's only a sophomore, so a great opportunity for him to really show his talents there ahead of playoffs.
Well, Yeater's making him work a little bit here to get this first out.
Yeah, he will not go down without a fight here. 2 strikes, 2 balls for Yeter. Coming right
Oh, you
towards
gotta
me.
be kidding me.
Oh,
Why do they
just out of
keep hitting it
reach.
at us? Alright, well, that's another one coming right at us.
I think if I got up, I could have caught that one.
We get a souvenir here.
Oh, are we keeping it?
No, we won't keep it. Because someone's coming to fetch it, and that's going to be strike three.
As Max Yeter almost hit us. We'll strike out.
He's going to get sat down by Barry for the first out of this bottom of the fifth inning.
Good showing from Barry, getting a strikeout here to start this fifth and potentially final inning as Ray DeHostos will come in.
Oh, that's going to be roped out there, right out to the left fielder, though. So Froelich comes in, gets active right away, and that's two away for Barry. So Notre Dame down to their last batter here in the fifth inning as they are trailed by 10, looking to get mercied. Well, looking not to get mercied, but
Looking to avoid.
Brookfield, yes, but Brookfield's looking to finish this in five here. Barry will get set.
Yeah, Brookfield looking to go home to an early dinner right now. As Barry looks to finish off this inning with a strikeout, pop fly out there to Froelich, and looking to finish off with.
It's going to be ripped deep. Froelich is going to go back, back, back. He's going to get
Oh, and
turned
just
around.
over
He's
his
going to miss
head.
it. He's going to drop it. Froelich's going to get it in. And
And
that's going to be a stand-up double there with two outs.
for Colton Perry, great hit there for him late here in this game. Oh, I'm sorry, Ray DeHostos is still up. Great hit there for him.
Now I think Colton Perry's up.
So maybe a chance to. Maybe a chance here for them to put some runs up here on the board. First hit Barry's allowed today in this inning.
I think that's only the second hit of the game for Notre Dame.
Yeah, Gabby Cologne had the original hit, and he actually is on deck now. But Colton Perry here looking to maybe capitalize on an opportunity here.
Yeah, well, ball and a strike, runner on second, two outs. He's gonna need to get a single to get it done, and they're gonna throw down.
And
They
he's
got him!
out!
Whoa! Oh
What a
my
play by
goodness!
the catcher there. He wants to go home early.
What a way to go out. I mean, if you're Notre Dame, you're gonna get yelled at for that one. Got thrown out by second. So that'll be it here from Fabry Field. Lancers go down to Brookfield. Brookfield comes into their home turf, mercies them in five, 11-1. So Brookfield will move to 16-1 on the season. Notre Dame Prep will fall to 4-12.
Yeah, an unfortunate loss here for the Lancers. Just the story of their season as they continue to decrease this home record down now to a 1-8 at home. Hopefully things are looking up for future years, but as Brookfield continues to tear through the SWC.
Yeah, so that'll be it for us. We will make sure to follow us on Twitter at Project Purple Sports. Make sure to follow us on social media anywhere Project Purple. Subscribe to us on YouTube at Project Purple Sports. Right here, it's really easy. You just click subscribe. And make sure 100% follow us on Twitter. That's where we post all our updates. We will have some more baseball and softball coming for you guys. We will let you know. Obviously, the weather has been great. So subscribe to us there, and that'll do it from Fabry Field. Until next time, this has been Project Purple Sports.